is full of firsts.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Many of those firsts shaped our way of life. For 70 years, KPRC Channel 2 has been proud to be pioneers in shaping television and Houston history.
In a state the size of Texas, everyone can enjoy.
Calls in the storms Thursday.
Minutes before 9 o'clock, the crew's here telling her.
So the first time alone, they had 11. See the sum of your pay.
Isn't it good to work for a place that has a sense of history? And indeed it is.
See, taking the president from Spring to College Station following.
If you have something you'd like Channel 2 Investigates to check out, call the tip line at 713-223-TIPS or email investigates@click2houston.com. Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at 10.
Right now at 10 o'clock, breaking news involving coronavirus here in the Houston area. Late tonight, Channel 2 sources confirming 2 new cases, bringing the total number of patients to 5 now in our area. Hello, I'm Dominique Saxa. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening. I'm Jonathan Martinez. We broke this story first on click2houston.com. 1 of 4 Harris County cases are in the city of Houston, and there's 1 presumptive positive case in Fort Bend County.
We have live team coverage tonight, beginning with Channel 2's Keith Garvin at Rice University, where one of the patients worked. Keith?
Dominique, Jonathan, with an area as large as Houston, health officials have been warning that it was only a matter of time before we started seeing coronavirus cases here in this area. As you mentioned, 5 in all, including 1 here at Rice University. They're all connected, and we've been able to put together a little bit of a timeline.
We are very much in the containment phase.
Working to curb a virus before it gets out of hand in southeast Texas. Earlier Thursday, leaders and health officials confirmed 2 new cases of the coronavirus disease in Harris County, in addition to a presumptive positive case announced Wednesday in Fort Bend County. Just hours later, 2 more cases confirmed, 1 in Harris County and 1 in Houston. We now know all 5 cases are connected, and new details have emerged. All 5 patients were part of a larger group that traveled together to Egypt last month. At least 3 of the patients range in age from 60 to their 70s. One of those patients, a female, is an employee at Rice University, and according to the school, she returned to Houston on February 20th. The university says her contact with the campus was limited and occurred only on February 24th and 25th. Rice public safety officers learned of the case February 29th. Local leaders say they had been treating the cases as positive before Thursday's confirmation.
We have been asking them to self-quarantine. We have been mapping their networks, where they've been, and reaching out to the folks they may have come into contact with.
But just how many people have been exposed since the group returned from Egypt? Health officials say for the case in Fort Bend, they've been able to track down 10 relatives and acquaintances the patient has had close contact with. In the case involving the Rice employee, so far 17 Rice students and faculty members have been contacted and asked to self-quarantine. The search continues for others.
That we do everything we can to determine who else may have potentially been exposed to these individuals. That's our #1 priority.
And the case in Fort Bend County is still listed as presumptive positive because they're still waiting for final confirmation on those results to come from the CDC in Atlanta. They're expecting those results sometime either tomorrow or by Saturday. Reporting live from Rice University, Keith Garvin, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Keith. We are learning that Houston is one of 6 Texas cities with capabilities to test for the coronavirus. Governor Greg Abbott revealing earlier today that additional cities will be getting on board. Here's a look at where testing is going on right now. Austin, Houston, Dallas, El Paso, Fort Worth, and Lubbock. Governor Abbott says additional labs will be online soon in Tyler, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Harlingen. We've also learned that a family member of a Channelview ISD employee is under quarantine. The employee notified the district this morning. Now, the district says they've been in contact with local and state officials. It says there is little to no risk to Channelview schools.
Now, we have reached out to several school districts here in the Houston area to find out about their response to the coronavirus. You can read their statements in their entireties right now on our website at click2houston.com. You know, there's been a lot of confusion and even rumors over the past few months regarding the coronavirus.
Tonight, experts on China, health, and infectious diseases help answer questions at a town hall meeting at a church in Pearland. Channel 2's Marianne Martinez was there and is joining us live now outside St. Andrew's Episcopal Church with reaction from those who attended. Marianne?
Well, Dominique, as you said, many people don't know what to believe. There's a lot of news out there as well as misinformation. What they do know is that there are 5 cases here in the greater Houston area, and they want to know what that means for them and their loved ones.
Because it's scary, you know, the coronavirus. Should I lock myself in the house or what?
Marie Lee was among those attending a coronavirus town hall tonight in Pearland. She heard from several experts, including this community organizer who has family in the Chinese province where the disease was first discovered.
Every workplace, every church, every business, whatever organization we belong to, all have to think ahead of time what's our contingency plan.
I wanted to know the ins and outs and who's susceptible, who's not susceptible, how it's transferred, all of that information.
While the information was empowering, it was also sobering, particularly about how quickly COVID-19 can spread.
So now we have, 3 cases between Harris County and Fort Bend County. So I'm hoping that they learn from China.
And the 2 biggest themes out of what those experts said tonight is to educate yourself and to make a plan, whether it's with your family, with your church, with your workplace, with any organization. That way, no matter what happens, at least there's a plan of knowing what to do, and that can help decrease some of the fear that people are feeling. Reporting live from Pearland, Marianne Martinez, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Oh, good advice. Thanks a lot for that, Marianne. It was another huge swing for the markets today. The Dow falling 968 points, wiping out much of yesterday's more than 1,100-point gain. The S&P down 106, and the Nasdaq sinking 279.
So let's take a look at some other numbers as we give you perspective comparing coronavirus to the flu. According to Johns Hopkins Medicine, there are now 98,370 people infected with coronavirus worldwide. There is an estimated 1 billion infected with the flu. So far, more than 3,300 people have died from coronavirus around the world, 11 of those deaths right here in the U.S. The flu kills up to 500,000 people every year globally. Johns Hopkins also has an interactive map to see coronavirus cases around the world, including the death toll. We've posted a link to that on click2houston.com.
You can also get text message alert updates from Harris County by texting capital C, capital V 19 to 888-777. That's CV19 888-777. We are following breaking news right now. Deputies are currently investigating how a woman ended up with a gunshot wound in Spring. It happened on Goodfellow Drive near Quellgate Drive. Sources say it may have been an accident. They say the woman was shot when her husband's gun went off. Officials say the woman is now being treated, but she is expected to survive.
New at 10 o'clock, after months of calls about this broken pole in East Houston, a mother may finally get some results, thanks in part to Channel 2. The damaged pole is at the corner of Lathrop Street and Texarkana Street. A mother of 5 who lives nearby says it is a safety concern. A drunk driver hit that pole last November, and it has been broken ever since. CenterPoint workers previously put a splint to keep that pole up, but residents are concerned, and they say it's just not good enough.
I believe it should be fixed, because there's a lot of cars that go by here fast, and if another hit, it's really going to fall.
Centerpoint tells Channel 2 that they will have a crew out there Saturday to replace that pole.
New at 10 and only on 2, a Conroe woman is now facing 70 years in prison for a 3-year theft scheme, and she will have to pay up big time. Officials say Valeria Tennant claimed to be a recruiter who gave people jobs at actual companies. Turns out the employees were her relatives, and the companies had absolutely no idea. The judge ordered Tennant to pay about $1.3 million to 13 victims in the case. Tennant is charged with first-degree aggregate theft.
New at 10 o'clock and only on 2 tonight, a thief breaks into more than a dozen storage units, making off with hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of items. Some of those items, priceless space memorabilia belonging to a retired astronaut. Channel 2's Roseanne Aragon live off of the West Loop near Westheimer in the Galleria area and just spoke to some of those victims. Roseanne?
Yes, that American hero and also a Harvey survivor, a Hurricane Harvey survivor, are just some of the many victims. It happened here at this public storage behind me. The victims tell me they are struggling to get answers and that the company isn't doing much to help.
I feel so fortunate to have had the life I did.
Walter Cunningham is a businessman, former talk show radio host, and also a retired NASA astronaut, the lunar module pilot for Apollo 7. But today, this American hero is a frustrated customer and a victim of theft.
We expected it to be secure, looked out for.
Placing their trust in the public storage company, Cunningham and his wife Dot held their precious belongings there for more than a decade.
Documentation from my when I was with NASA for 8 years.
But days ago, they got a harrowing call.
Somebody might have messed with the lock.
They saw for themselves.
When we looked inside, we couldn't even get inside. I mean, all the stuff was on the floor and what have you, and papers.
Irreplaceable memories, collectibles, and space memorabilia were stored here. Their rifle gone.
I feel really bad to have had this broken in like it is. But it turns out that it wasn't just us.
Houston police tell us there were at least 19. Scott Holman is devastated. He lost $200,000 worth of silver.
And I had hundreds and hundreds of pieces. And they've been in the family for generations, and they're gone forever.
And he's been through this here several times since December.
The last time they broke in with me, they even knew where the DVR was, the digital video recorder, and they stole that and stole the camera.
He says public storage isn't helping.
They won't take my calls and they won't return my calls.
Now they want answers and accountability.
They're not taking any measures to stop this from happening again.
Now we are told that we contacted the corporate office several times and was directed to the district manager. We called her. We are still waiting for an answer. These customers say they are frustrated. They want better security here. We will be sure to keep up with this. Reporting live from the Galleria, Roseanne Aragon, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Keep us posted, Roseanne. In the race for the White House, Vice President Joe Biden has picked up 68 delegates in just the last 24 hours. 1,991 delegates are needed to secure the Democratic nomination for president. NBC News projections has Biden with 595 delegates and Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders with 526. So why are delegates still being added 2 days after Super Tuesday? Well, that's because the votes are still being counted out in California. More than 2/3 of Californians vote by mail. Sanders does have a lead, but NBC News is still classifying the race as too early to call.
She went to sleep in her own bed and she woke up in a neighbor's pool. Coming up, one teenage girl's amazing survival story after a tornado hit her house.
Plus, political ads and stories, they are everywhere.
I get it from Facebook or Instagram, social media. I get it from the local news at night, the national news sometimes as well, family, friends.
But not all stories are created equal. Channel 2 investigates how to tell the difference between fact and fiction.
Well, no fiction on these temperatures. It's chilly outside. If you've been out, you know. Keep those jackets handy for the morning, and don't forget them at school in the afternoon, because we're going to have some warm afternoons going into the weekend. And then the next chance for showers comes our way. I'll have it all straight ahead coming up on Channel 2 News at 10.
New at 10 o'clock tonight, we are learning more survivor stories after the deadly tornadoes in Tennessee. In Cookeville, a twister pulled a teen from her bed and threw her into the neighbor's swimming pool. The girl's mother recalls trying to get her attention and then seeing the front of the house just disappear. Their house was ripped down to the foundation. The mother says that she and her family are thankful to be alive. At least 18 people died in that area. Well, there is still a long way to go in this political season, and that means an onslaught of ads and news stories filling your social media feeds.
But how do you know if what you are seeing is real or perhaps even fake? Tonight, Channel 2's Owen Conflenti is helping you spot the difference.
From the flames.
2020 is already bursting with fast-breaking and emotionally charged news. And in the months ahead, it will come faster and hotter. So where do you get your political news?
I get it from Facebook or Instagram, social media. I get it from the local news at night, the national news sometimes as well. Family, friends.
Are your sources of information reliable?
Well, a lot of my friends will talk about some of the news that they read on social media, and a lot of it may seem a little iffy, so I try and dig into the facts.
But it's getting hard to sort fiction from the facts. During the presidential campaigns in 2016, we first became familiar with the phrase fake news. Much of the focus is on Facebook, the largest social media service on the planet. Creator Mark Zuckerberg has long insisted fake news on Facebook is not a serious problem.
The idea that fake news on Facebook, of which it's a very small amount of the content, influence the election in any way, I think, is a pretty crazy idea.
A recent survey from the Pew Research Center found 50% of Americans cite Facebook as their primary and, in many cases, only source for news. But how reliable is that source?
After everything that went down with Facebook recently, you got to check more than one source.
I think it's fair to say that we are in an epidemic of misinformation. Perhaps there's not more misinformation out there, but certainly the access to it.
Fergus Bell teaches news reporters, writers, and producers how to identify fake news and avoid sharing it. But he says everyone who posts information to social media bears responsibility.
A lot of people share without actually reading the thing that they're sharing.
When it comes to misleading headlines and, in some cases, outright lies, what can we all do to avoid getting sucked into believing it and, worse, sharing it?
Are you operating in a little bubble? You see the things that your friends share, and your friends probably have a lot of common beliefs with you. What are other people sharing or saying about this? Is there an opposing view?
There are always opposing views.
I like to listen to people who are going to tell me both sides, even if they criticize what I agree with.
No one's asking you to abandon your beliefs or your standards or your morals. All we're saying is look at what other people are saying. And if it doesn't change anything, fine. But it's really useful to know what all sides of the argument are.
We get busy, careless, complacent. Fergus says blind trust is no longer an option. Take a few minutes to consider before hitting the share button.
Healthy skepticism, yes, absolutely. But we shouldn't be scared of trusting people, but people should earn our trust. You shouldn't believe someone because they say believe me. You should trust them because they've earned it and they've proven why you should trust them.
Owen Conflenti, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
The news cycle really does move quickly, and that is why we are starting a new initiative here to fight misinformation campaigns targeting local media.
It is designed to detect fake stories like those created solely for political purposes. If you see something that you're not sure about, go to click2houston.com and let us know about it. Ooh, Becky G bringing the heat to the Rodeo concert stage tonight. This was her first appearance at the Rodeo. Tomorrow, Chance the Rapper will be performing. Show starts at 6:45.
Should be a good show.
Great show.
Yes.
Get out there.
Oh, no complaints about the weather. It worked out today.
It was great.
It's going to work out tomorrow, too, which is still on the cool side, but it wasn't bothering her.
He was at the rodeo eating all morning, by the way.
Told him, and it's made the day really long.
Chicken with a donut in between.
It was good. It was really good. It's out there somewhere. You can buy it. A chonut.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Chicken.
A lot of calories is all it is.
That's right. A lot of sunset. Look at these. This is Jamaica Beach. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes.
It gets even better. Look at this.
Nice.
Brookshire, Texas. Nice shot here in Allington. I love this with the palm tree in League City. That's from Texas Santa. This one down in Galveston, also from Tiki Island. And then gorgeous sunset in Kingwood and a little bit of a moon.
I like it.
I know. Some nice skies as we head into the weekend. It was warm today. Got to 75 degrees for highs this afternoon. Even Galveston made it into the 70s. Right now, 57. So dropping pretty quick. That humidity is 55%. But relatively speaking, the dew point's way down here in the 40s. So the air is really dry. Winds are out of the north. That's going to send these temperatures right on down into the upper 40s to around 50 overnight. 66 in Galveston right now. North-northwest wind at 9 miles an hour. So we've got temperatures sort of all over the place. 49 in Columbus, 60 in Navasota, 56 in Tomball, 63 in Hobby. So just getting a little cool, dry air in here, and some of you are cooling more quickly than others. But I think when it's all said and done, look for right around 50 degrees to wake up to. So these numbers will continue to drop. Some of us in the 40s overnight, certainly up toward Huntsville, out to the west, 46, 47. In town, 48, 49, 50, 51. But jacket weather for sure. And then as we get into the lunchtime hour, mid-60s, and we end up right around 72 to 74 degrees, a lot like today. So sunny and warm. There's a dry sky out there, but there is, believe it or not, this dry air moving along. Look at that. That's even drier and slightly cooler air, and it's not quite here yet, but that's going to be coming in as we go into tomorrow. So Saturday ends up even a little cooler than Friday. High pressure's in control. It's going to continue to be. It's not really until Sunday that this high gives us a nice southeasterly flow. So then we start the warm up into next week. Jet stream's off to the west, but between the two of them, you notice at least some chance for a shower as we go into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. About 20% every afternoon just because of this flow coming in. And then once we get to Friday, that system out there makes a bigger play as far as rain chances. We'll see that in the 7 and 10 day. In the meantime, Power Planner for tomorrow, start at 50. By noontime, 66 for your Friday brunch, 74 for the afternoon. Friday fabulous hair, that's for sure. I keep saying Friday for a reason, I think. It kind of rhymes with Frank. 74 for a high, 68 and 48 on Saturday. So there's that little cooler. And then we spring forward, lose that hour of sleep, but we get a nice sunset at 7:25. Chances of rain at 20% and 50% on Friday. All right, sports is next. Stay with us.
Hey guys, Seth Meyers is my guest tonight. Plus, we have Whitney Cummings. Music from Puss in Boots. The Tonight Show starts in just a few minutes.
Sperm.
All right, welcome into the Xfinity Sports Desk tonight. Let's start with the Rockets. A long night at Toyota Center. Big loss, of course, to the Knicks on Monday in New York, and then facing the second-seeded L.A. Clippers tonight. Clippers show why they are the superior team. After they got after the Rockets early on, they love to run the floor. Paul George likes to finish often. Big throwdown right there. L.A. quickly up 9, just getting warmed up. Kawhi Leonard, give him space, and he'll tear you up all night. Leonard for 3, Clippers up 11. They led by 23 at the half over the Rockets. Leonard led the way with 25 points. James Harden just 16 points. He was 4 of 17, 0 for 8 on three-pointers. Clippers run them out of Toyota Center tonight. Mike D'Antoni doing his best moments ago to describe this loss.
Whole barrel of bad stuff, and it was I mean, it was just got our butts whipped, you know, and that's just say, give them good. Now we know where we got to go and we'll respond.
They'll get a chance Saturday in Charlotte. Kelvin Sampson and his Cougars trying to win and stay tied atop the AAC with Tulsa. Down early first half at UConn. Freshman Caleb Mills takes over. Big three-pointer, tied it at 30. And then Mills again. I mean, again, this guy's only a freshman. Cougars up 7 at the half. This guy's lights out. But tied at 53. UConn then answers on a 9-0 run, and they take over, and they knock off U of H 77-71. Cougars will host Memphis Sunday, 11 a.m. at Fertitta Center. All right, 3 weeks from tonight, are you ready? Opening day for the Astros at Minute Maid Park. They'll take on the Angels. Good result today in Florida. They're getting a little bit closer. Fort Myers against the Red Sox. We'll start on the mound. Josh James got the nod. The right-hander brought the heat. 3 shutout innings against a really good Red Sox lineup today. Kyle Tucker was 0 for 15 this spring until a 3-hit day today, including his first home run of the spring. Astros get the win today, 5-0 the final over the Red Sox. All right, this spring, of course, Astros players have been hit often, whether intentional or not, 7 times already in spring training games. There's talk, of course, more could be coming when the regular season begins. Here is MLB Special Assistant Joe Torre in town today on their stance on this topic.
First of all, I have more trust in baseball than that.
I'd like to think that the goal of each team is to win ball games. And if we go into a series or a game, you know, with the intention of hitting somebody, then obviously we're not thinking about the right thing when you put on the uniform.
All right, Torrey, by the way, was in town at a team ceremony for the Astros dedicating the new Bob Watson Education Center. There's Watson right there. It was over at the Astros Youth Academy at Sylvester Turner Park. The center is first class, really. It's going to provide a classroom environment year-round for youth and family activities. Way to go, Bob Watson. He was honored today. All right, last stop, guys, NRG. Rough ride of the night is bull riding. No shocker here. Jordan Hansen, pretty good bull rider, wants that paycheck tonight, but Bojangles, the bull, says, I don't think you're going to get it. I'm going to throw you right off. And Bojangles, he wants a piece of that bullfighter right there. Bojangles bringing his A game. And there he is. Just get out of it. Yeah. Oh, that kind of hurts, doesn't it?
Mr. Bojangles.
Mr. Bojangles doing some work.
I'm always kind of for the bull. I don't know.
Okay.
The bull usually wins.
Okay, Frank.
Edge Star.
Chili tonight.
Hot tamale.
Burrito.
Thanks for joining us. The Tonight Show is next.
More again tomorrow.
Oh, that